Right, hi guys, this is Lewis. I got another knife review for you here. This is another Blackfox model. This is their folding pocket knife, model number 75, I think. They don't really have names, the models from Blackfox, or the Blackfox ones anyway. I'm not sure about the Fox, Fox cutlery as a whole, but these just have numbers at the moment. I don't know if that will change in the future, or if this is just called the model 75. But this is a folding pocket knife. This is a liner lock. I don't particularly like liner locks normally, but this one isn't too bad at all. It's got a really smooth deployment actually on this liner lock as well, but I'll talk more about that in a minute. The blade steel. This is 440. I'm not going to talk too much about the company, the Blackfox, or anything like that, because I've already done a previous video on the Blackfox company, so you can watch that one instead. But anyway, the blade steel is 440A stainless steel, and it's got a Rockwell hardness scale, I think, of between 55 and 57. So even though this is 440, which is sometimes looked down upon, because of the correct heat treatment and it's 440A, it's not actually too bad of a blade steel at all. It has a very sharp edge on it. I've used it for a couple of things like slicing some fruit and cutting some other things like that in the kitchen, and it's still got a very sharp edge on it actually. And because it's the heat treatment, it will take an edge and keep an edge very well, and also it's very stain, rust and corrosion resistant for a stainless, or as it is a stainless steel, but especially so with 440A. But it does have, and it's a bit misleading if you see any pictures of it, because I thought when I saw it online, I thought it was a fully wooden handle. It's not. Just be aware that this is sandalwood. Yeah, this is black sandalwood, but it's only on one side, as you can see there. This other side is 420 stainless steel, so only one side of it is. But it's still, from one angle at least, it looks quite nice. But from the back, make of that what you will. Anyway, the blade is 3 inches long. It's 7.5 inches overall. It has this pocket clip here as well, which I haven't really used, but I can imagine that would be quite good. There's only one option, and that's tip down carry. If you put that in your pocket, you can unscrew it obviously, but you can't put it anywhere else. There's no option for putting it anywhere else. But there is it's a torque screw. All of them are torque screw, I think. Torque screws, yeah. And you could probably take that apart. Skeletonized, you can see through there, to reduce weight, I guess, and it weighs 4.23 ounces, so it's fairly heavy for a folding pocket knife, but I like this. Like I said, I've used it in the kitchen for a bit, so yeah, I like this blade. It's got a ambidextrous thumb studs here. You got one on each side, so you could open it from with either hand, and right hand that's a bit tricky for me. But there you go. You've got ambidextrous thumb studs there. This cost £19. This was from Hieni again, which isn't too bad for the quality that you get. It might not be everyone's taste, because it has only like the one-sided wood thing, and it's liner lock. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I don't particularly like liner locks most of the time. But this one, it's got a fairly solid lock up. There's no blade wiggle or play at all there, and you just move that to the side there. And it's a very, very smooth deployment. I mean, there is an issue actually here because of this piece of metal, which is like bent to push against. Yeah, I think it actually pushes against the blade when you open it, because that's what, as soon as the space is freed up, it pops into place. If you can hear that, and it has kind of like it clicks a little bit into place there, and then fully into place there. So it is quite solid, but I don't trust them most of the time. That's all. Yeah, this costs £19 from Hieni, so it's a bit more expensive than some other basic pocket knives if you're looking for one. But this, it's a little bit more, than you might get for a very basic pocket knife. It's got this leather lanyard here. This comes on, I suppose, probably all of the new Blackfox ones anyway. I didn't put that on there. You can take it off, but not too bad to have on there. It's got kind of like a false edge as well. It starts off as a thick blade, and it gets thinner, and it's got kind of like a false edge. So that's just, whenever you see a false edge on a blade like that, it's just to, if you're going to pierce something, it's just because there's less metal that has to go through it, so there's less friction and resistance and stuff, so it's just easier for piercing. But I haven't used it for any piercing, just like slicing. But it held up very well. It was, glided through some fruit in the kitchen. It's a drop point as well. Oh yeah, what I was going to say is about this piece of metal here that presses against the blade, is that if you're holding it, and you're holding like that, like I instinctively would as you go to open it. If you are pressing your grip onto this here, it actually makes it rather difficult to open it up. That's, so you have to kind of like hold your hand off of this bit here and kind of push diagonally rather than just straight up. But when it opens, it is very smooth, and it's a very smooth closing as well. There. It's a hollow ground, I think. I'm not entirely sure on that, but I think it feels like a hollow ground to me. I don't know about the false edge on the back, but I think that's just a flat ground there. It's got it says Blackfox on the blade. It says stainless steel 440. It is 440A. You can see that on the website, but it doesn't say that on the blade. And it says BF75 there. Not sure what that means. Yeah, so I like this knife. It's a nice little pocket knife. It's got some jimping here, but it's kind of it's quite rounded. I don't know why they do rounded jimping like that. If you're going to do it, do it properly. It's got some on the back there, as like down the bottom as well. But it's quite long, so I guess it would serve some purpose. But it's not sharp enough to really get enough, stopping on there. If you were going to go pierce something with that false edge on the back, it's not really going to stop too much. But it's better than nothing. And you've got some jimping there on the linerlock bit as well. But yeah, for the money, if you're looking for something that's kind of a bit more impressive looking, kind of like the wood look, rather than just like a very basic, like my K-bar that I've done a video on. That's a lot cheaper, and I prefer that one. But if you want something that looks a little bit nicer than that, rather than just like the black hard rubber or whatever, you've got this, wooden on one side but not on both, with the lanyard there as well. So if you like this kind of the look of the pocket knife, I mean the look, you can tell what you get from it just by looking at it. So yeah, you're not going to be disappointed, I don't think. I'll post the link to Hyeni and possibly the Blackfox website as well, because I haven't really spoken about those, but I did in a past video. Sorry. So there it is. I would recommend it, but it wouldn't be my buy if I didn't have much cash at the time. But I don't think you'd be disappointed if you did get one. So anyway, this has been Lewis. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later.